I'm live. 2 minutes late. What's going on, everybody? 10:10 in Australia, and I'm drinking. That's a morning drink, my friend. 1:10 a.m. in the UK. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Hello. It's Friday here. It's the freaking weekend, and I've got tonight's sampling is going to be Avion 44 Reserva, which was a gift from Mr. Solomon. Oh, this is numbered. Oh, wow. Well, I mean, I've already emptied it and replaced it with something, but like it's numbered and signed. So this is probably not cheap. But I've emptied out the alcohol and I filled it conveniently with apple juice. So let's just hit a little bit of this. Cheers to you guys. But let me cap that back. Wow, a batch number 16. Bottle number 9. Cask 143. Signed by Ken Austin, the founder. That's not cheap stuff. That bottle cost me a couple of bucks. But let's see how this is gonna go. And I will know my thoughts. But happy Friday. I didn't upload today. Didn't upload yet. Maybe like my upload sparse this week. I don't know what I didn't like do like no upload on Tuesday or anything. Certainly well right back there. I didn't do the no upload protest thing on Tuesday or anything like that. I just was busy all week. My windows just came in for my house, so that was big. It was also expensive, but it was big step. Because once the windows are in, I can start doing other interior finishes. But let's see what we got here. Booyah. So we got the Tyvek wrap on it. Most of the windows are in, the doors. So yeah. I filmed 3 episodes this week of that series I said I was going to be doing called Driven to Eat. And one of them was at one of my favorite restaurants, Demora, with my friend Alyssa. And then, let's see what else I got. I got old FLD host and current comedian Derek DeAngelis, who is right there at Cubby's Barbecue in Hackensack. And we, on another day, one of the few guys I know that still rocks jorts at Denaro's in Dumont, which is one of my favorite sandwich shops. So stay tuned on that. Let's see what we got here. All right. Let me check some of these messages. All right. Fractal made $3,500 on Hertz. Boom. Hertz had a redemption. I don't know what the news was, but Hertz was as low as like 55 cents a share. Today it was at like $3.20 a share. Right? Like everybody was like, oh, tough break, bro. I'm still not selling. Even my dad's like, sell. You're making money. I'm like, sometimes it's not about making money. Like, it's not like, wow, cool, you can maybe get a single if you're swinging for the fences. No, the home run derby is about hitting home runs, and Hertz is my home run derby stock. So I don't know where that lands me, or when I'm comfortable cashing out. But if there is future value to the stock, being able to buy in, my average down is like $2.40 a share. Then we'll see what happens. I mean, it's only a couple G's. It's Vegas money, so you just let it ride and see what happens. So I'm gonna ride that one right in the shore. I am glad that you made $3,500 on that. That is awesome, and I applaud everybody who's getting in and getting out and making money. Again, this is sort of blind luck. It is a gamble. So whether we made money or lost money together, I thank you for trusting my judgment, and I'm glad you guys made money. I much prefer you make money than lose money on my behalf. AR Platinum says, last super chat was for the Rob got scammed fund. This one's for the Fix the Sign fund. Thanks for the content. You're welcome. Thank you for that. I will cheers. I will have a drink. I always like pour these drinks and I don't make it through the whole thing because I'm talking the whole time, but I will have a drink on every one of your chat posts. So every person that does, I will cheers you. It's nice. That is nice. Let's see. Live PD Gang says, hi, Mr. Cobb Spaghetti. Okay, that's a little twist on the word Rob. C is nowhere near R on the keyboard, so that was intentional. I have a spare Ferrari seat in my garage. If you Venmo me $2,500, I'll send it over. I don't really need a seat though. Like part of the fraud. Let me explain like the frauds and why people have gotten me recently. It's because the amount of effort and time I'd have to go through to try to vet everything and go through the effort wouldn't be worth it. I would have just like, I have an innate trust in people, especially if you're a fan of mine. If you're like subscribed to me and everything like that and you're out to rip me off, it's like sort of weird, right? Like if you're subscribed to me, essentially you're entertained by me, why would you be like, can't wait till this guy gives me an opportunity to rip him off? It just doesn't make sense. So, especially if you're subscribed, I give you a little bit more faith. And I've got even my HVAC guy who's at the house doing the HVAC fan of the channel. He's like, it started with like, hey, can I come check out the cars at your warehouse? I was like, yeah, no problem. And I saw his email was like something HVAC. And when he was over there, I was like, hey, you do HVAC? I'm about to do that in my house. And he came over, he gave me a quote, boom, business right in his pocket. So that worked out very well. So a lot of times it does work out. Most every time it's worked out. I just don't. I don't know. Like I'm not like walking around thinking I'm going to get COVID. I'm not walking around thinking I'm going to get hit by a car. Like I'm not walking around thinking that the world is against me or that people are trying to scam me. So there's an element of risk to everything, and I got bit twice, but it is what it is. Let's see. Okay, we've got Live PD Gang. We got Cole Romani. Cheers. Have I ever been to Boston or Framingham? I've been to Boston. I may have been to Framingham. I just don't know. But I like Boston. Aiden Brenner. Cheers. Aiden said, or yeah, Aiden, A-E-D-A-N. Aidan says, now you gave us a chance to get you drunk. Yes. Okay, Conman607. Great name. How appropriate. I'm going to hit a little lime in this. I don't know, like, is lime the thing, does it ruin or does it accentuate tequila, right? Like, because sometimes, like, oh, you just add a little this or add a little that, but like, no, you're ruining the flavor. I don't know. So, Conman607, let me read you first. Dude, I was in college when I saw that 4GT vid. Sure, you've heard it before, but it's epic. I know, it was a good video. Since then, I've gone to the grad school, married, and kids. Do the math on that, dude. I'll be watching this channel again. So I'd like to hear, my friend. Cheers to you. And if you went to college to become a con man, 607, they probably could have done that without going to college. But cheers. Thank you very much. Oh, cool. I just saw something that says, because you're a white guy with money. Like, I don't know what that means. I don't know the context. I don't know what it was in response to. But it's weird. And I mean, you guys give me the thumbs up, thumbs down if you want me to start getting political on this joint. And I try to steer clear of it. And even somebody's like, you didn't post anything about George Floyd, or whatever his name is, the Floyd guy. You didn't post anything. That shows where you stand. I'm like, No, actually, it doesn't say anything. Like the fact that I'm not getting in line and reposting the same nonsense everybody else is doesn't show where I stand. If I made a public statement, it shows where I stand. But I will only go into the political climate right now if you guys are so inclined. That becomes more of a, I want to say like a righteous rant, but it's like, I don't know, a little bit more. JB says, update on the insurance claim. So I've got I've got 4 outstanding claims right now. No, 3. I've got a loss of use claim on the one Ferrari crash like a year ago. That's in litigation. I've got the Lambo claim on the Lambo that was crashed over a year ago. That still hasn't been paid out. And then I have the Z06 claim, which I got somebody from Liberty Mutual, like their presidential service team, reached out to me, and apparently that's like up there, and they are aware of my videos. They're reading the comments, and they are working on it. I will give them time to sort it out and hopefully find the phone call and acknowledge or deny coverage, and I'll bring it to you. Like if they step up, I'll let you know they stepped up. If they deny it, I'll let you know why they denied it. If I sue them, I'll let you know why I'm suing them and take you along the road to how you sue an insurance company and what ultimately happens. But I don't think that is the desired route for either of us, but it is what it is. Nara Osanamaki. Samaki. Nara also Samaki. That could go for some sake. When are you shipping the Gotham Dream Car shirts? So the Gotham Dream Car shirts came in on Wednesday. Then they had to get pressed, but like they have to get slated in. I think like some of them are in like pre-shipment. The stuff that they had in stock already shipped out. I would expect them to ship out by like Wednesday. I'll send when I know the date they're going to ship out, I'll do a mass email to everybody who bought the shirts. But cheers to you. Let's see here. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. All right, I got everybody who did their. Oh, no, there you go. Who's the chicken thumbnail? That's JB. Cheers to you, JB. So the chick in the thumbnail is my friend Alyssa. I'll show you a photo. I mean, you have a photo there, but I think there's better photos. Hold on. Now you got like I guess everyone's like, I'll wait for the chick in the thumbnail. Let's see here. Oh, what a lovely photo, right? Let me save this to my phone. Save. Image is already saved. So that's Alyssa. She's upstairs with my wife and my daughter. My son is over at my parents' house. She was on, I've known her since 18 years. I've known her for 18 or 19 years now. And she is one of my close friends, one of my faves, and that's the available. And she was so for this show, Driven to Eat, I'm going to do 3 different hosts, 2 episodes each. See how it goes. If you guys like it, see if you don't like it, and if one stands out more than the other, then boom, I'll run with them. If people don't like any of them, I'll try somebody else. If people don't like the series, I'll scrap the series. But for the series that I'm going to try this year, I'm going to do a couple of like test series, and I'll just pre-film, and schedule like every like Monday or whatever, Tuesday and Saturday for like 3 weeks, and see what the response is. If you guys like it, I'll send further. If you don't like it, then I'll discontinue and I'll move on to the next one. But right now I'm enjoying this series called Driven to Eat, and I want to say Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee, but it's much more focused just on the food. Like we do drive a car to there. We do like, say like a minute and a half of like background on who's with me. And then the restaurant in the area we're going to, but then we do like 10 minutes on the restaurant, like just the food, not banter. They're just like, this food was awesome. And just opening people's eyes to different places that I like to eat at. So you know where to find me. All right, we have Blayemeister, Blayemeister. I've had my M6 for less than a year, and I think I've already spent 10 grand on repairs. Very possible. Entire brake, hydraulic system, and trans pump. Is it my problem child car? It's my problem child car. I love the V10, but I'm thinking about selling. See, I don't know where you bought it, but if you bought an M6, there's a good chance you pay it up here, and it's worth down here right now. So I would support selling it. Like sometimes you just have to, like owning an Alpha or something like that, just cut bait now, or a Maserati, just sell out of it and get something else that's going to treat you better. It sucks to put 10 grand into any car, let alone just like a BMW, which has this like perceived reliability factor. But cheers to you. And like, there is that chance, slight chance that you fixed everything. It's going to be great forever. But if you've had that many problems, it may make sense to it. It ruins the experience. It taints it. So you may want to get rid of it. All right. Cole Romani says, what's your opinion on the Chrysler Crossfire? I know what the Chrysler Crossfire is. I don't think too highly of it. I don't know where it's priced right now. I guess for like, if it's like a $5,000 car, probably not a bad play. It looked all right. It looked almost like an AMG GT. It's fairly old at this point in time. It's early 2000s. But like I don't think strongly one way or another. It was pretty much like it came, it went, and who knows? It's not much of a moddable platform, but if it's probably cooler than other cars in that price range. It's different. It stands out a little bit. I don't know much about the reliability, tunability, or even collectability of that car. Cheers. How do I get the shirt with the bad S? You got to go superspeedersmerch.com. I ordered like 10 extra of each. So once those things are gone, they're gone. All right. Oop, where do we go? Okay, we got the Crossfire. Road to Gumball. Rob just bought my first supercar, F430. Great car. See, you know what? I said great car. I had one. I had a couple in the rental fleet. I get it. I'm more of a 360 guy than a 430 guy, objectively. Just look at it through that lens. What do you know now you wish you knew when you got your first one? So, you know, it's pretty straightforward. You can't really go wrong with a 430. It's like a pretty stable Ferrari. The taillights break off, the mirrors break off, the manifolds break, engine trans mounts go bad. But it's really tough to go wrong with a 430. It's a pretty fun car. The clutch is much better than the 360. I wish somebody was able to adapt a 430 clutch to a 360, because that I would be much happier with the 360 at that point in time. But I'm just switching to a 360 manual anyway once my clutch goes, so it's not such a big deal. But congratulations on that. That's awesome. And nothing makes me happier like. And Road to Gumball, I don't know your name, but when you get like your first Ferrari and that's his first supercar, it's just like it's like a legit like open your garage door just to look at your car. It's like I got a Ferrari in my garage. It is the strongest car brand in the world, and I think it's aspirational to own a Ferrari. Whether it's your only sports car, your 20th sports car, one of the sports cars in your garage, the fact that you own a Ferrari just makes you feel good. And then when you drive a Ferrari and drive it like in a fun way, it makes it even better. When you pay to fix it, it's sort of acceptable, but yeah. But cheers to that. Pietro Guglia. I think I got that right. That was a pretty close one. Thoughts on the Ferrari 599 and the market for one? So my buddy Dan just bought a 599. I like them. They're a little sloppy. If you can swing it, get the HGTE handling package. That is the only thing that makes it sort of livable. Otherwise, I feel like they're a little floaty and a little all over the place. So definitely try and get one with the HGTE handling package if you can. If not, get it. You may have to tighten the suspension a little bit. They do have plenty of power. They feel nice. They sound nice. You probably want to switch an exhaust too. If you need a tubie, let me know, because I know the guy that distributes the tubies. But you'll be all right with the $599. I think it's a great car. I think the value will be pretty stable for a while, and it's definitely a head turner. But the suspension is a little soft, so that's something to keep in mind. Cheers. All right. Toon Man 1984. Why do I recognize Toon Man? I feel like you used to post on something with me a long time ago. But cheers to you. Long time fan from Canada. So it's a good chance that we did cross paths at some point in time digitally. My first ever playing with stocks, I made $140 on Hertz. So that's my Friday cheers. Cheers to you. I'm glad you did. Again, like, don't take my stock tips for anything more than like an idiot, like trading stocks. But I'm glad Hertz kicked around. If you can, and I get you probably can, I would take your money back, honestly, if you're doing this. Take your money back, take the profits, and just let the profits ride. So worst case scenario, right? You didn't lose anything. Best case scenario, that $140 could be $2,000 one day. So that would be my suggestion. But cheers, I'm glad you made $140 off of Hertz. And I am no Jim Cramer, but some button. Who's that? That's my wife in the background.
I'm not here.
She doesn't want to be on camera. Cheers to you, Toon Man. Next up, who do we have here? We have Stephen Burke. Where'd you go, Stephen Burke? Oh boy, bunch of you guys in the queue. Looks like I'm drinking tonight. All right, please release a Super Speeders film on YouTube. So Stephen Burke, if you subscribe to my channel, right? It's like a I don't know what it is. Like you pay it's like $1 a month or $2 a month. I have Super Speeders 5 for the subscription people behind there. So if you go on there, I mean, that's an easy way to see it. I want to try to get them all up there, but that's your easiest way in. Cheers to you. I used to have all the titles on YouTube, but they stopped the rental program. All right. Eshan Zia. Will you do a video going over the cars you have in the warehouse for Gotham? Also the possibility of cheap car challenges here. Absolutely on the cheap car challenges here. I will be doing that. There's a couple of them planned. There's a couple of cool, there's a lot planned when stuff opens up. One of my favorite things that I'm looking forward to shooting is Rob versus Rob. It's like the Alpha Rob show. And I'm excited. That's going to be cars, no cars. Like, I got a lot of ideas with that just have me and Dom sort of battling out. And I think that's going to be fun. I love filming with them. And I hope the economy opens up so we can start doing that. All right. JB. After your why I drive $1,000 car, I decided not to buy a newer car. How can I stay focused on saving now that I don't have plans of buying a car? So figure out what your budget. So that's an excellent question. And remember, I don't know if I've really talked about it, but I came literally zero, net worth of absolute scratch. I had more in debt than I had in my pocket. No trust funds, no anything like that. So the idea of saving, the best way to do it is, say you were like, look, I can afford a $650 car every month, right? And this, I even do this myself now. I have an auto draw on my own bank account into a trading account. And that's why I'm sort of taking an interest in stocks now. I've always had a retirement account, but now I'm trading my own money. Every month, I have an auto draft from the first of the month. It goes right into my trading account. So if you do that, like say you were going to think of it as your car payment, and instead of and it could even go there and just sort of you trade it, like pick safe stocks, throw it in there, or just have it go into another account, have an auto transfer. So to you, it's just your car payment. But when you look after a couple of months, you're like, well, it looks pretty good right there. And now it's a nice pile of money that keeps accumulating. It's, I don't know, it's a tough time. I personally think the market's going to have a pullback. I just moved about 30% of my positions in both my retirement account and my trading accounts to cash. And I'm going to wait for an opportunity to present itself in the next couple of months with the election coming up, with the COVID, with everything. I'm not seeing why these stocks are at all-time highs. Some of them like Ferrari, but I think there will be a great buying opportunity in the next 9 months. Cheers to you, JB. All right, Hurricane Ian. You got a minute to see my story? Send it to me via email because I don't know if I didn't see it. So send it to me via email. But cheers to you. Ryan S. Thoughts on a newish Genesis line from Hyundai? They seem like they might be worth looking at when you compare the price to value ratio. See, again, I'm not a big fan of the newer cars. You're going to lose a bunch of money on the newer cars. I would go with an older car. Anything produced after 2015. Great Bluetooth, great amenities in the cars. Are you here? Come on over. Ready? Here's your phone. Here she is. Alyssa.
I should be having iced tea with you.
Would you like some iced tea?
Yeah, maybe.
So you could try it. This is like not a cheap bottle of iced tea. But I'm here, jump in.
Taking questions.
I am taking questions. And there's a balloon right between us. That's cute. So I'm on Ryan S over here. I've not agreed, but I've decided to take a drink every time somebody asks me a question.
Oh, that's dangerous.
It's getting dangerous. But the Hyundai Genesis, eventually maybe I'll be like, wow, the Genesis is really cool. The newer cars, I don't think there's much that happened between 2015 and 2020 that is worth paying for. So you get a car that's 3, 4, 5 years old, and you're going to be much better off. You're saving a bunch of money. You're not buying into the depreciation and riding it down. And you're getting all those amenities, the heated seats, cooled seats, all that stuff that you would, if you want the price to value ratio, it's right there. It's like a off-lease 3 to 5 year old car where you get all the modern amenities, but none of the depreciation. Cheers.
Some more?
Here, we're gonna have to. I use the bottle because these Macs, you hit the table and it just
earthquake. How's everybody on a Friday night?
You're not gonna be able to see because if I had live comments on it, and I wouldn't see it. So now I sort of scroll through as I get around to it.
Nice.
Did you see this? Look, it's signed.
Did you show them that? That's really cool.
I showed them the bottle is cool, but
look at the label though. Show them the top.
Oh yeah, I showed them that. We covered that earlier on while you were upstairs. So I use it now and behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
Because it holds the screen up, so now I can hit the table and nothing happens. All right, next up we've got Zach C. Says, would you allow Anna Kendrick to pick up her dry cleaning in your Ferrari? This is the second time somebody's asked me about Anna Kendrick. She could do whatever she wants. I like Anna Kendrick. She's more than welcome to come over, babysit my kids, go out with my wife. Whatever. She's cool, right?
Yeah, I mean,
I get a good celebrity vibe from her. I feel like she's not an a-hole.
So
yeah,
a collab. Why not?
So yeah, if Anna Kendrick is around, she wants to do something, give me a shout. Like, just took. If your friend, like, this is the second time
Yeah,
in
they
like
keep
2
bringing
weeks
her
that
up,
they bring
right?
up Anna Kendrick, so I feel like he's like married to her or something. So have her reach out. But yes, she can pick up her dry cleaning in my Ferrari. Cheers to you. I didn't have a chance to get cold yet. Sam Natal says, my favorite video on YouTube is when you drove Cletus's Corvette, my two favorite YouTubers. I was in Cletus's Corvette, but I didn't drive it. He drove it. But
Nice.
I like shooting with Cletus. Sam, thank you for the 5 bone skis. Cheers to you. All right. Puget Sound Computer Repair. Where'd you go? Nope. 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 There you are. Sean the firefighter from Seattle here. Please PM me. Yes. Like. So there's
That's someone we met, right? When we were doing our road trip? Okay.
We didn't meet them. Alyssa and I have a great video on YouTube. I enjoyed it because I like looking back at it. But we did a $1,000 road trip from Seattle to Napa Valley in a car that we bought. It was a white door Volvo we bought in Seattle.
Red with a white door.
It was it was proper. And we drove it down to Napa Valley. That was a great video. I enjoyed that. Matt Farah ultimately destroyed that car, but that car led. We got every penny.
Yeah, I
of
took it down
$1,000
to like San Diego.
Yeah.
Drove it all the way down there.
And then Matt Farah took it over. They tried off-roading it, and something really bad happened to it. I don't recall, but it died an appropriate death. But Sean the firefighter wants a Ferrari piece or something to hang in the firehouse.
Ah, that would make sense.
And I was like looking through which piece would be appropriate to get rid of. But I get it. Like I haven't been at my shop much all week, so that's my daughter over there.
Is that Lily?
Yep. But I will just keep like I don't want to tell people to keep bugging me, but like people that know me know they have to keep bugging me in order for me to do something. So you're on my list. I will get to you at some point in time. All right. Diamond Soft Wash and Pavers, welcome channel supporters. I like you guys. Taylor, Jesus Christ with these names. Schlickmeister. Is that
There you
Schleichmeister?
go.
Something like that. Welcome aboard.
Nice.
All right. Caroma Fresheners. €5. Cheers to you wherever you are. You're probably in the UK, Scotland, Ireland, somewhere over there. But cheers. Taylor there he is. That's Taylor. Just joined the monthly and I'm watching Super Speeders 5 now. Don't let me distract you from that. Super Speeders 5 is one of my favorite ones. So I've got, of my DVDs, I like, the first and second one are like classic, but the first one is 4x3 because it's so old.
Mm-hmm.
Second one is 16:9, but still standard definition. Third one was Bull Run and everything like that. That's when it started. Like 3, 5, and 6 are like my favorite. And then 7, I enjoyed the hell out of 7, but that was like not as edgy. It wasn't like running from the cops as much. But cheers to you, Corona Professional. Let's see here. Mark Young. When are you going to do the next cops video? What's a cops video? I've got.
I don't know if you want to do that, Ron, this time.
Well, I've got.
There's a lot of protesters and things going on, so
I've got.
Stay away from doing anything like that.
I've got 10 best cop moments videos. So like me getting.
Oh, in the hopper? No, I know that.
No, they're posted. They're probably like 50 million views already.
Yeah.
But
new ones, I'm saying.
Everybody wants new ones, and it's like
They happen organically, though. You
they
can't really
do.
just
I can't control when I get pulled over,
No.
but when I get pulled over, I try to record it for you guys. But I don't think I have enough to make another compilation. I've got to start scrapping through old hard drives because I get so many of them, and I'm tired of like I'll plug in a hard drive and it'll be bad after 20 years.
Yeah.
So I want to start moving everything to the cloud just so I have these digital backups. Look at that. Who's that? And she's hot. That's
Lily?
You.
Oh.
Hey, where you going?
I'll see you guys.
You want to see us? We're right here. See on the screen?
Come over here. Come between
That's
us.
us.
Me too.
You too. You're on there now.
Me too.
And now
Wait.
Hi. Say hi.
me too. Hi.
So Mark's
My
here too.
name is Lily.
Lily,
And
that's such a
I love
beautiful.
to sing and dance.
You love to sing and dance?
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys want to see her sing and dance? How old are you?
4.
She knows how old she is. You're so
I'm
old.
just
you are.
excited.
I think all kids over 2 know how old they are. All right. Are you ready to go up to mommy and go bedtime?
Mm-mm.
No?
No. I want you and Dad to sleep with us.
Do you want us to sleep with you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, why don't you go up with mommy and you can watch Gilmore Girls and then we'll come up, okay?
But our house is filled with sprinklers.
Our house is filled with sprinkles.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Oh, cool. All right. Ready to hop down?
Nope.
Nope. Ryan's going to be very
Welcome
jealous.
to Yelly Reads.
Oh,
I'm the read a book to you.
you're going to read a book to them?
Oh.
All right. Lucky night. This one's on the house, guys.
Today,
Um,
I'm going to read the book True in the Rainbow Kingdom.
True in the Rainbow Kingdom. What an excellent book. Can we save this and we'll read it?
Yeah,
And
we'll
we'll,
do it in a little bit.
You can do it now.
we're going to do it now, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Daddy has to record.
Yay.
This is True in the Rainbow Kingdom. Why don't you go practice this book with mom?
No,
No, why?
no, because she's sleeping.
Rob,
Mom's sleeping?
read at
Yeah,
least one
I
page.
need you to.
Okay. Welcome to the Rainbow Kingdom. We are so happy to see you. Are you ready for your visit?
Okay.
Yeah. How many Zazuni juice balls can you count?
1.
There's a lot of them, right? Can we do this a little later?
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you take Alyssa up to mommy and
No.
Let's go.
bring your book. Okay.
Good.
Diamond Soft Wash and Paver Ceiling says, food for thought, since you're building a house, if you get pavers, it's $1.60 a square foot to maintain every 3 years. Thank you very much. I'm going to probably do a poured concrete driveway though. Alex P. The Turo affect your rental company? Would you do Turo? Turo does not affect my rental company. It takes the customers that I don't want to deal with away, honestly. I wouldn't deal with Turo. Turo is just like, it's the bottom of the barrel stuff. Oh, look at this. I just noticed that I got a rash on my arm from my kid. He had a staph infection from picking at a bug bite, and then like he kept opening it, got staph infection, and then he was on like a cream. And my wife's like, "Oh yeah, after 3 days, it's not contagious." They're contagious. I would not do Turo. Turo's sort of bottom of the barrel stuff. A lot of rental companies use Turo as like a lead generator, but they've got like a loss leader. Like, yeah, we rent this Aston Martin for $400 a day. Check out my other cars, and that drives people to the rental site. But you're now attracting the people who are literally looking for the lowest common price. Cheers to you though. All right. That's not my wife, guys. My friend Alyssa. You gotta be in the meeting here. Diamond Soft Wash and Paver Ceiling says, food for thought. Since you're built, oh, that's the same thing. Thank you very much for spending money to share that wealth of knowledge, because I do appreciate even the guys that are in construction that are not near me that share this information with me. That's invaluable, because I am learning to build a house essentially from YouTube and from you guys. So, and the fact, I think I'm doing a pretty damn good job right now. I've got, what was that? Cosmo. Hey, Cosmo, you're on speakerphone with about 410 people.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
I'm at the shop.
Are you? How's my car doing?
I'll let you know once I get in there. I'm going to jump start it.
Okay, cool.
What What are you doing, a live podcast?
I'm doing a live stream. Yeah,
Live stream.
live stream.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll let you know as soon as I pop this door open, before you pop the door open.
Oh, you need the door open. I will open the door remotely, and then you shoot me a text and let me know. Cheers. So Cosmo was getting my Ferrari ready. He had to borrow my my transmission ECU. Door is open. Get my Ferrari ready. I'm going down to Philadelphia tomorrow. So Fab Speed, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the exhaust company. Fab Speed is making an exhaust for my Ferrari, but I'm going down to their open house tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 12. So if you're in the, let's just say, northern Philadelphia area and you want to come say what's up, I think they have to get like a mask requirement or something like that. Come on down, say what's up. I'll be there with my Ferrari, assuming Cosmo gets the ECU back in. He says my battery's dead. So as soon as he gets that sorted, if not, I'll bring my NSX. But I will be down in Philadelphia in the morning, and I will see you there. I don't know if I gave Diamond Software Paver and Sealing a drink, but cheers to you. My wife is blonde. Jesus Christ, every time I do this, I have to show. Here's the wife, daughter. I mean, this picture's like 2 years old now, but it's a good vertical picture. Son is at my mom's house, daughter, wife. All right, Huracan Ian says, I'm the guy that died, LOL, coma for 2 months back, took 148 pints of blood. I remember that stuff, blah, blah, blah. And I remember finding out it's like 9 to 12 pints of blood in your body, and you took 148 pints. It's ridiculous. I got a video on this channel talking about it. Last time you said you were going to check it out. Just seeing if you had the time to. I did not look at it yet. I will now. Let me look up. Are you under Huracan Ian? Let me look. Huracan Ian. I am Huracan Ian. Instagram photos. All right, I'll find you from your Instagram photos. It looks like you have 624 followers. I will trace that back and find your video. But cheers to you. I'm happy that you're alive. Coroma Freshener. So normally I have like one drink on my live streams. I'm drinking every time somebody comments now, so it's getting a little bit more serious in here. Coroma Freshener says, hi Rob, just following up on an email I sent you. Would it be possible to set something up for us to discuss things in the future, further, Zoom call, phone call, etc.? Shoot me an email so it's in the top of my inbox. Let me just search and maybe flag that for you. I get so many emails. I'm not. Coroma. There you are. Meeting requests. Mohammed Ahmed. You got it. Let me flag this. May 15th. Yeah, I totally missed this email. It was about a month ago. But I'll get back to you in a little bit. I'll leave that open on my screen and I'll hit you up. But cheers to you. Let's see here. Question: did you sell Hertz stock? I still want $3. No, I am holding it like a man, my friend. Let me work my way down here. Just want to make sure I'm catching everybody's comments. Where'd you go? So we got Corona Fresheners, we got Huracan Ian, we got Diamond Software Pay. Okay, cool. Next up, here's my daughter catching up on the comments. Taylor, spaghetti story time. Yes, it was. Gemini says, read next Rob Dom and the four-rotor curse. Rob Dom and the four-rotor curse. So this is somebody who wants to post something on Rob Dom's channel. In give you the good voiceover. So let's talk about Rob Dahm and the voiceover curse. Just kidding. Let's talk about Rob Dahm and the four-rotor curse. You know what I was thinking about today? Rob Dahm and the four-rotor curse. It's a good take. Just send that one. It's all you, brother. Cheers. All right. Next up. Oof. You know when the alcohol starts, the apple juice starts catching up? It's catching up. All right. Usually I outpace it. Now it's catching up. We got that. Next up, Brian Walsh sent me $1.99 and it said $20. I don't know what that means. It's supposed to be send me $20 and then post $1.99. But cheers to you. Either way, I will drink to that, my friend. Let's see here. Okay, Huracan Ian says, hook me up with a Huracan exhaust from Fab Speed. I'll do the install video with my 3,000 subs and 1,200 views. Just kidding. That's got to be worth it. A couple of bolts and some gaskets from them. Like a lot of that's like a fair commentary, right? A lot of people think exhaust. Let me go blow my nose. Give me 1 second. All right, we're back. That's a fair commentary as far as the thought of what an exhaust costs, right? But if you think about what an exhaust, like even like Balboni's exhaust for the Lamborghinis, 40 grand. So an exhaust, you could go on eBay and get a cheap ass exhaust. The same thing. I had a company reach out to me like, "Yo, we sold millions of customers performance parts. We've got racing background." And I looked it up, and they're selling coilovers for like $300. I'm like, you can't sell a coilover kit for $300 without the coilover snapping in half. So like, there's no way I'm pitching you to my audience, because at the end of the day, I got to stand behind. If I'm recommending a product to you guys, it's got to be something I would use, and it would be at least a good product. Like, not saying I don't use the dick pills, which I don't, but if it was like, I know it's a good product that people are getting. I do use Keeps now, the hair product, and I feel like I've got more coverage. We'll get to that because I've actually like, I'm not just a spokesperson, I'm also a customer. I'm like 2 months in on that. But a good exhaust is worth its weight in gold. Like especially when it enhances the sound properly, like a Chrysler or a Capristo or a 2B exhaust for an exotic car. Awesome. But Fab Speed makes some good exhausts, and that's why I'm going with them on my Ferrari. So you will stay tuned and you will see about that. Cheers to you. All right, Patrick Hudson, $50. You are leading the charge tonight. You are the highest drink donation, let's call it. You are the highest donation tonight for a question. Legit question from somebody who hates throwing money down the drain. Woo. I hope I enhanced the woo enough. Do the YouTube vids outweigh the potential cost in fixing things that were recommended? I assume you've done the math here. Interesting. I'm going to read this question one more time. From someone who hates throwing money down the drain. Woo! That's like the Ric Flair. I like that. Do the YouTube vids outweigh the potential cost in fixing things that were recommended? I assume you've done the math. I don't. I'm sorry. I'm trying to. Are you saying like buying stupid stuff and then it breaking? Or I'm a little lost. So YouTube generates good money. Obviously, a bunch of guys are doing it, and they're buying cars and like I don't know what you're asking me. I do stuff more so out of sheer fun than treating it as a business. So like my donk, for example, I'm going to put up a donk video either tomorrow or Monday. That car, lost cause, right? I'm 10 G's deep into that thing. It's worth 3 or 4 grand. And do I think I'm going to make 10 grand in video revenue? Probably not at all. But it's just something I sort of enjoy doing. It's like YouTube is great because it allows me to be stupid, right? It's like I don't have to grow up. I could be a Toys R Us kid forever. And whether it makes money, loses money, like it just doesn't really matter. I do it because I enjoy it. And I don't really do anything that I think is like, wait, this is like, I'm not chasing the algorithm. I'm not looking for the views. You guys watch, great. You don't watch, I'm still gonna do it. I do, obviously, if I'm like with these driven series, like if I'll try something out and people don't want to watch it, I'm gonna stop doing it. But at the end of the day, like I don't really do stuff because I think it's gonna result in views. I do something that's like, oh, you know, I'm gonna talk about this today. I'm gonna do this today. I'll buy this because I think it's cool. But I'm not out here. It's not an equation. I make money doing other things. So I'm one of those YouTubers that like has multiple businesses. Like I would love, and I think it's like almost like a master class. I'd love to do business series. And I've had this forever, like teach somebody how to start a business from idea to equity splits to raising money to like all these mistakes that I've learned over the years to sort of guide people. Nothing makes me happier than people saying like, you've inspired me, you've taught me, like you've allowed me to become a better person, or you've given me the tools I needed to make money and then support my family. Stuff like that is hands down the most rewarding part of you. I don't give a poop about, I made all this ad rev money, I'm going to the Bahamas. I don't care about that. Like yes, it's nice to make money doing this. But at the end of the day, if your legacy is that you made money and you spent it, great. If your legacy is that you, like even with this rental company, I've had so many people that have been able to support their families off of me generating income and generating jobs for them. Like I'll take that any day of the week. So if I can do stuff that provides value to you guys, and especially coming from the context, and I'm not just a rich guy that started out rich. My parents gave me a trust fund, and I started the YouTube channel to show you how awesome it is to be rich. That's not it. I value money. I try to teach you guys what I see value in and what I don't. I'm not saying you all got to go out and get this new Hermes belt for $500. Click my link in the description. I think that's stupid. It's a waste of your money. There's no value in a belt. So I want you guys to sort of build wealth. And if I've got an army of people out there building wealth and becoming better people and treating people right and growing and starting businesses and everything like that, and I can prevent them from losing money or making mistakes that I've made, like that is the ultimate power from this platform. So Patrick, that was a long answer. I'm sorry. I hope I answered your question. Cheers to you. Thanks for the 50 bones. That's probably what this glass costs, because that's an expensive bottle of apple juice. Let's see here. Next up, Brian Walsh. That's funny. Brian Walsh paid $1.99, but says $20. Why 360 and 430 when 457 more dependable? So I'm going to fix your question, because you gave me $1.99, and I think I have the obligation to fix your question. You're asking me why the 360 and 430 when the 458, you're close, is more, that requires an E, dependable. That's I'd like to buy an E pad. Maybe that's why you left it a little short, because it costs money to buy a valve. That's pretty good. Laugh. If you guys aren't laughing at that, just close out the stream right now. I found it funny. So I like the 360 better. 360 is a better value Ferrari. The 458, like if you ask me, like Rob, you have to pick one, 458 or 360. I'm going with the 458, absolutely. But a 458 costs 2 or 3 times what a 360, the equivalent 360 costs. So That's simple. But the 450 is more reliable. It doesn't come in manual. 360 and 430 both do. The 360, I like the look better. The 430, I like the reliability better. I hope that answers that. Cheers to you, my friend. Somebody's going to just cut this together and have Rob drinking the entire night, and I'm going to pass out. Like, the end is just going to be me drooling on my keyboard. Whoop, where we go? Got to scroll back up here. Holy crap. All right. Coroma Fresheners. I shouldn't have done that drinking thing, but I'm a man of my word. Thanks, Rob. Appreciate it. Keep up the good work. Coroma Fresheners. Cheers to you. You probably want me to answer your email tomorrow, though, not tonight. Pickle Me Timbers. Good to see you tonight. Some cash to help you recover from the scams. Cheers to you, my friend. Thank you very much for joining on the stream. Good to see you. Patrick Hudson, another name I remember. Forgot to give context talking about the house and contractors or pros from YouTube. Also, who put extra apple in my juice? Nice. Cheers to you. Like, I can't drink because I'm on YouTube, but you guys can absolutely drink right now. And I think this is a little bit more fun if you do. Look at this. We're blowing up my phone. Cosmo saying I'm all set. Car starts, battery charged, car's in gear. Good. Cosmo borrowed my TCU computer, put it back in, works. So, looks like I'm driving my Ferrari down to Philadelphia in the morning after my 7:45 meeting. Excuse me. All right. Ignore me. I'm getting a little apple juice high right now. Patrick Hudson's a legit question. Yeah, down the money. Oh, I think I get what you're saying, Patrick, now that you've clarified that. We said, talking about the house and the contractors and the pros and cons. So, like if a guy burns me for $200 and I make a couple of YouTube videos out of it, yes, I end up on the opposite side of that, whether I get my $200 back or not. Burns me for a couple thousand. It really depends if I tell a story well and you guys want to watch it. But yeah, I mean, it's just like, look, YouTube is YouTube. Like, whether I put up one video or another video, it's still going to generate revenue. So by me taking an upload and putting up something telling your story about how not to get scammed, and I'm not doing this to like, oh, I'm a sucker again today. Oh, feel bad for me. Sorry, I don't know if I'm having allergies or my wife turned on the air conditioning. I love it. But the goal is not to make you feel bad for me. It's to teach you, like, hey, I realize that this may happen. Don't let it happen to you, because I can absorb a lot of it, and I'm not claiming I'm rich in any way, but I can absorb more than some people. So if you see this coming across, don't fall for it because it sucks. Like, just be aware that this exists out there, and that if you send money this way, that you may not get it back. And I'm just looking out for all you guys as well. But true to form, cheers to you. All right. Brian Walsh. I'm messing up with this paying system. See higher bucks for my previous question. Where's Brian Walsh? Brian Walsh. $20. Oh, that's the 360 versus 430 versus 458. I got that. Oh, so you're trying to pay $20, but you're paying $2. Like that. Whatever it is, cheers to you. Thank you for the $49. You are in second place tonight as far as most highest paid comment guy. I got to do like a leaderboard here. Let's see where I'm at. Okay. Oh, did I cheers to that? Let me cheers to that. What is this thing I'm drinking? Evian 44. I'm just curious what if this were alcohol in this bottle. If I'm burning $2,000 or if I'm burning like $20. All right, Avion for is this the Reserva? Let's see, Avion Reserva 44 label matches. All right, who wants to guess? It was a very nice gift. Solomon Rosenthal, thank you very much for the tequila. If you guys wanted to get, it's $400. $400 a bottle. So if you guys were wondering how much this this was costing me, it's a pretty expensive drink. The bottle, at least, not that I'm drinking alcohol right now. That would be awkward. Jimbo Jack. Rob, we missed the Super Speeders Rob days. Would that be something you would be willing to go back to? Bull Run, etc. Bull Run's dead. Like, people say this all the time. Like, I want to see this. Times have changed so much, right? Like, there's cell phone cameras. There's, like, traffic cameras. I'm not willing to do that stuff because now, like, once you become big, right? Like, and I don't know why some of these YouTubers are risking it. I guess they've got nothing to lose. But, like, once I become big, and like if I like my lawyer told me if I race somebody, like even if I don't like oh, a guy pulls up next to me on the highway in my Supra and I race them and they crash, they sue me because all I have to say is I knew that was Rob. I saw his videos. I wanted to race him, and like I get sued for some guy crashing. It's not worth it. It's just like it's just something that. Bull Run's dead. Like all these different rallies here. Like Gumball's the only thing that sort of exists. Gumball, Gold Rush, but again, it's not worth the risk. Like I'll do stuff, but I don't enjoy that sort of like going out running from cops. I'm bored. Let's go run from cops. Like it's cool. It was fun. It was a phase, but we've transitioned beyond it. And a lot of people are like, oh, I really miss this type of video. But if I make that type of video and I've done that, nobody watches it. It's like my audience changes. So now you are interested in that, but my audience as a whole is not. So I hope that answers that. And you have Jimbo in your name, so I'll cheers to that. But there's a reason these things come in and out of fashion, just because it's something like you may be interested in bell bottoms, but it's just not a thing anymore. All right, Evan Webster says you got to reopen the Miami rental location. I do. I will. I do. It's I don't know. Miami is like a winter thing. So if I have enough cars, and Miami was started because we had a lot of cars and we were trying to figure out how to make money in the winter when we were sitting on all these cars. But when I open up in Miami, an apartment in Miami, I need staff in Miami. There's a lot more that goes into it. So I've sort of pushed that down the road. But cheers to you. Thank you for that. And if I do, I will let you know. I'll post it. I only drink 2 drinks a night, so I'm gonna end this pretty soon. But I'm gonna get to all these questions and hopefully not have to top off much more than I already have. I didn't get to him, didn't get to him, didn't get to him. Oh, son of a bitch. All right. Easy on the questions, guys. You can see Super Speeders Rob getting apple juice happy over here. Robert Collinson said, keep up the good work. I appreciate being able to watch your videos, and you're inspiring. That makes me feel good. I appreciate that. That'll sort of cap this one off. Maybe one more. I appreciate that. Cheers to you from Canada. Sam Natal said, best budget exotic overall purchase maintenance costs. It depends on your budget, right? I'm gonna say like a Maserati Gran Turismo for like 30 grand is your money car. It's gonna cost a couple of bucks to maintain, but it's pretty reliable. It's exotic. It's a Maserati, got a big front grille and everything like that. I'm talking like the 07 Plus. That's gonna be your play. That's gonna be your play. Or I don't see. Porsche is tough to call exotic, but 360, a Ferrari 360, a Maserati Gran Turismo, depending on the price point. Above that, there's no real like budget Lambo. But cheers to you. I'm gonna have to get another ice cube. If I've got another ice cube, stay tuned because I've got a couple of more questions. All right, we are out of ice cubes now, as Bill O'Reilly would say. F it, we'll do it live. We're gonna go warm apple juice now, but it's a big bottle though, so it's not. All right, you guys are doing this to me. All right, Sam Natal, we got you. You're good. Next up, Legendary Sideburns. Great name. I'm planning on adding a stereo, backup camera, maybe some sound deadening to my 2000 Taurus. Don't do that. Is this a good idea? Or am I throwing away good money after bad? You are. So, if you let me set the scene. Right, there is a barrel, right, like a metal barrel, like the 50-gallon drums. You take the top off. You put some kindling stuff in the bottom, and then you light a fire and you throw money in it. That's what you do. Don't do it. I'm trying not to, like, I fully support driving 2000 Taurus, right? But I don't support modifying it, changing it, doing anything other than keeping it running. So this $5, if you listen to my advice, will be the best $5 you've ever spent. Don't do it. Don't modify your audio. If you do, don't spend more than like $150 doing it. Don't do the sound deadening. Don't do anything beyond changing your speakers, changing your head unit, maybe putting an amp. But this is like all eBay or Amazon stuff. Don't you dare. And cheers to you. It's getting there. My wife's got this thing. I think we're breeding penguins in here. You don't want to see my electric bill, but my wife likes to sleep when it's cold. And the apartment I'm in is a duplex, and it's cheap, so there's only one zone. So it's like refrigerator downstairs and like sort of cool upstairs. Guess who's back? Right? That girl right there. And everyone wants to know who looks like a Clase Azul bottle, and that's Alyssa.
What?
Clase Azul? No.
What?
That's my favorite tequila.
But who looks like the bottle?
Yeah, you do.
Why do I look like the bottle?
You look like Clase Azul, right? Look at that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I
You
kind of
totally
matched that. I do. Who
You
said
totally
that?
do. No, nobody did. I did.
Oh, you
I
did.
just realized
Oh,
you
okay,
look like you look like the Clase Azul bottle with boots. So
It is pretty curvy, so I'm happy that I look like
is.
that then.
And the top is a bell. I'm gonna get my other. It's empty, and I don't know why my wife kept it. But
For this moment where I could match it,
for this moment, you can ring the bell.
I can ring the bell.
This is not the Raspado, which I prefer, but this is the top of the Clase Azul bottle.
Oh, that's fancy. That's why she kept it.
That's not why she
It's
kept
dual purpose.
No, it's designed.
why.
So all these bottles are handmade in Mexico. I may be wrong. Look at these kids. Throw them $50 for a question, and you're not even here.
What do you mean?
This is my like OnlyFans account. Like, this is cool.
Oh, this is like after hours or something?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh.
But
That's really cool.
but you have
Waking Lily up. What are you doing?
getting the juice in the milk. There we go.
I
There she.
need my milk.
Yeah, you need your milk. Where is it?
Yes, I do need my milk. Yes, I'm in the picture.
You are.
I'm in the picture.
It's fun to be in the picture.
Come here, come here. Come here.
That's a unicorn milk. Awesome. This is happening.
That's her apple juice, just like you.
That's her apple juice.
She's trying to cheers you. You're
So the Crossfire Azul bottles are all hand painted in this town in Mexico, and whoa, acrobat. Yes, this is hi.
Everyone's covered in sprinkles.
Everybody is covered in spring. Imagine the world was that great.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do you say when you say goodbye with the video? What do you do? You did it upstairs. What did you do?
What do you do?
You don't
Bye.
remember?
Bye.
Okay, you want to go take care of mommy?
Mm-mm.
And then.
I need my milk.
You need your milk. What is this?
Water.
This is
Apple juice.
and water.
I still need my milk.
It's a lot of liquid before
Dad,
bed.
we got new Play-Doh.
All right.
Dad, you bought it for us.
I did buy it for you. Yes.
Thank you, Dad.
You're welcome.
So good.
That's so good. Do you want to bring this upstairs?
I need
What do you need?
you to get my milk. Then I need to see.
To say goodbye?
You want
Say
to say
night-night?
goodbye to everybody?
I want to say hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Today, I'm going
You're not going to read.
Yes.
That's Ryan's
Yes.
YouTube channel.
to made out of teeth. Today,
I'm not reading these comments.
What
but,
do
like,
the comments say? Anything good?
I don't know. We got to get there. But legendary.
Oh, another
look,
No, we're not reading this book. This is a cake book. It's a picture of cakes.
I want to read the picture of cakes.
You keep taking Alyssa away from us.
Do you want me to read
No,
this one upstairs with you?
You bring this up to mommy and have mommy read it and send us a video.
no,
Okay?
I need you to read this. I need to
Thank you.
read
Double
this
fisting.
Double fist.
And my water.
All right.
Let's go. I got your
So.
Where's my milk?
All right. So yes, as I said, we are like duplex apartment, one zone air conditioning. It's
Okay,
like
I'll bring up milk.
breeding penguins downstairs, Sahara Desert upstairs.
I only ate 2 cans.
Luckily, hopefully by my birthday in September, we're out of here. Oh boy,
No, but
I like to chill it down a little bit. But legendary sideburns, thank you very much. Joshua Hardy. Hey Rob, what would you recommend for a good all year round performance car? Be driving a lot in the snow in the winter months. I can tell from the Canadian donation. With room for modifications, look for an Audi S3 and maybe doing an APR Stage 2. An APR Stage 2 would clearly be Audi. I was going to recommend Audi because Audi makes great all-wheel drive cars. If you could swing an S4, like I'm cool with the car and I'm cool with like modifying the exhaust and the intake. I probably wouldn't do stages. I probably wouldn't start going that deep. I would recommend the Audi S4. You get the RS4. You scoop like an 07 RS4, which is an awesome car, for about 30 grand US. So like that's like 100,000 Canadian. And I think you would do just fine. But that's like a really good car. It doesn't have much of a second gear, but it's a good car. All right. All right. We'll kick this before I'm dead. This is like leaving Las Vegas. What's the most I've spent on lunch or dinner? So this is JB. He's asking, what's the most I've spent on lunch or dinner? I think the answer, let me just blow my nose one more time. I'm sorry, it's cold down here. I think the answer is about $300 a person. I think that maybe 350, 400, probably $300 a person. And I think that was Del Posto, which is the Mario Batali place in New York City, which is awesome. I've spent more probably on like these like weird nightclub nights where people walk out in the bill and I just keep throwing money at it to like alleviate somebody else's problem. Or these birthday dinners where it costs me like I'll go buy for everybody and it costs me $2,000, but it covers 20 people or whatever, 15, 10 people. But the most I've spent per person, oh, that's the most. I mean, you can't go off of the most I've spent on lunch or dinner because I run like a travel company, so we can go spend $10,000 on dinner. But the most I've spent per person on dinner is about $300. And when I came back, when I turned 35, I was in Europe when I turned 35, and my wife, I was sick. Ignore me blowing my nose here. I was sick. I came back, and my wife was like, "Well, we have a reservation for Del Posto. We have to go." And I was like, I like walking around with a box of tissues, miserable. And this girl right here was one of the people there. They walked me. Oh, hello, Mr. Freddy. Good to see you. They walked me downstairs into their wine cellar, and like 10 of my friends were down there to celebrate my 35th birthday. It was awesome. It was a great experience. But I'm legitimately at like a Michelin star restaurant.
With a box of tissues. The menu had his name on it and everything. It was like so fancy, and then he shows up and his face is draining.
I'm literally like dying.
Yeah.
I couldn't taste anything, but it was a great meal because I remember it was the most expensive meal. Was the captain's dinner I did at Del Posto that I really loved the menu, and my wife remembered that, and had them remake that menu for me and my friends. And it was a great sentiment. I wish I could enjoy it.
Did you know it was like? I mean,
I had no idea. Like we just got back from Europe. I just spent like $15,000 to go to Europe for like bringing my wife and my kid to Europe for my 35th
like, I'm sick.
birthday.
I'm not going to the city. Like,
and I'm like, I don't want to go, but
it
it was like, yeah, we can't cancel. It's gonna cost us I'm cheap, so like we can't cancel. So it's gonna cost us $1,000 to like not go. So I'm like, all right, let's go. And I grab my box of tissues and I go and everyone's downstairs. I'm like, oh my god, why is everybody here? It was a good memory. I'll remember that. That was my 35th birthday. My 40th birthday is this year, and we were going to go to Oktoberfest in Munich.
Mm-hmm. It's canceled though, right?
It was canceled.
Yeah.
I still didn't cancel my flights to Europe. I'm holding out hope that like people start to be like, all right, so we can riot and not get sick. All right, we could probably have Oktoberfest and not get sick too. So I'm hoping that happens. So cheers to you, John. Where'd John Kent go? So I only answer the colorful ones.
Nice.
Those are the people that are like paying for my attention.
Wow.
John Kent. All right. Can you expand briefly on Shivam? Oh, Jesus.
You should have Shivam on here one time.
The lunch consultant, how one comes to be in this position. Side note, you need a refill. I have a refill. It's got no ice in it right now. I don't drink 3 drinks a night.
Do you want me to get ice?
No, there's no ice.
Oh.
I got to bring my ice maker home. I got an ice maker at my bar in the office.
Tough life.
So Shivam, I didn't like Shivam when I first met him. Like, go figure.
I think I remember you telling me that.
Yeah, I met him through a guy named Brian Ortiz, and
now he's your best friend.
It was Brian Ortiz, Hovik, and Shivam met me at like some it's probably Hell's Kitchen or something. Met me in the city. I met him. We ate dinner outside on the sidewalk. I'm like, I don't like that guy. And Brian's like, no, he's a good dude. Like, and now like I'm like best friends with Shivam, and I haven't talked to Brian in years. So it's really weird.
How that works.
Like it's right. Funny how life works. But Shivam's a good dude. Shivam is a better person than I am, and
he's probably watching. Hi, Shivam.
Shivam is not watching.
Oh.
Shivam is like playing Minecraft or something. Just on Reddit. He's probably like surfing Reddit. My God, was it like everyone like buy Hertz stock? Look at these comments right now. Everyone's dropping $50 to ask a question.
Wow, it's crazy.
All right, Patrick Hudson.
Apple juice, nice.
Last one, apple juice. Apple juice. Apple juice. Oh my God, I'm gonna wake up in like a puddle of my own drool tomorrow. Looking out for us. Great. I'm just curious. Does YouTube allow for your risk versus reward level to skew? Is more risk okay if you might get a good story out of it? We all want to be entertained, but a lesson is cool sometimes too. So that's actually probably one of the more intelligent questions I've ever read. So he's essentially asking, like, is it worth taking risks that I wouldn't normally take?
Sure.
Because I can make a YouTube video out of it. I don't operate that way. Like, I don't be like, oh, maybe I'll go like get scammed by somebody so I can make a YouTube video about it. I don't do that. Everything I want to say I'm a pretty intelligent guy. I try to make intellectual decisions, but there is at a certain point there is a all right. What's my potential downside here? And my potential downside is like $1,000. It's like it's not worth trying to sniff out the fraud or like go through that.
Yeah, the waste of time. There's no value
to
add
save
there.
like
Just
500 or $1,000,
right?
Like, and that's not trying to sound arrogant. That's just everything is like, if it was $100,000, I am due diligence to the max. But if it's like $500,
yeah.
I
feel like with you, your risk tolerance is very high anyway because you deal like you have your own business, right? And like every day, someone can call you and say, "I crashed a Ferrari" or whatever. So like nothing really. I think your tolerance is also very high, whereas other people may not have that same level.
My tolerance is high because I don't think people are inherently out. Like, can somebody rent a car and crash it? Absolutely.
Right.
Do I think people are renting a car to crash it?
No, of course.
Not at all.
I'm just saying that you're used to getting that call all the time, so I feel like.
Well, I'm not though, because it doesn't happen. Like my Lamborghini, I've got a 2019 Huracan right now, 10,000 miles on it, no accidents.
Great.
But like I had one that had 1,500 miles on it, got totaled. So, is my risk tolerance higher because of my business? No. Like I don't think people are inherently bad. I don't think people are inherently out to deceive me. And if they are, I can usually sniff that out pretty easily because I use this. So like everything is sort of calculated, but there is a bar in which like, hey, I'm going to sell you something for $5. Here's your $5. If the guy tells me he's going to bring me back something for $5 and he never shows back up, I just go about my day. Right. Like I don't be like, oh, that guy burned me for $5.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like you're a business owner, so you get over it very quickly, whereas someone else may like, hold on to that and. But I will tell other people, here's how it got burned for $5. So the guy that can't afford that $5 knows how to prevent that from happening to him. There was I'll never forget it. It was called the white van speaker scam. And there were these guys that would drive around the white vans. It was a TD Bank in Hackensack, New Jersey. These guys pulled up in this white van. Yo, bro, like, we got extra speakers. They put too many on our van. Like, we're going to sell them to you. We'll get, like, what do you want? Like, my boss doesn't know they're on here. Like, do you want speakers? And like, back in, like, 2003, speakers were cool. Like, big speakers and everything. Like, for the car, for the house?
Yeah, and no, it was just, like, home speakers.
Okay.
And, like, this guy sold me these speakers that I'm like, look, I've got, like, what do I have on me? I got, like, $100. And then, like, I got a skunked case of Killian's in my trunk. I'll give you a case of beer and $100. And these guys are selling me like $80 speakers for $100. Great. They're claiming to show me this card like it's worth like $2,000. I'm like, yeah, I'll give you $100 in a case of beer for a $2,000 speaker. Turns out the speakers are worth about $100. So like, did I really get burned? Like, yes and no. I didn't buy something that was worth $2,000. I bought something that was $100 worth of components.
Yeah.
But like, just having this like these 2 tower speakers for $100, I mean, I wasn't really feeling like I was getting too burned, but I went out and took that risk. That was one of those like scams that I fell for because I'm like, look, how bad, like even if they didn't work, just the wooden things that I could put other components in is worth $50.
Okay.
The risk isn't really like I'm a risk taker in that way, but yeah. So, cheers to you. Like sometimes you're like, wow, I probably shouldn't have said that earlier. Like usually I'll do like an hour. Now I'm gonna do like an hour, 45 minutes because I got to catch up on these comments. But cheers to you.
Everyone's trying to get you drunk.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pretend like we had a glass of wine with our filming today. That was Patrick Hudson. Next up, where are we? Brian Walsh. $51 total. I don't lose. Thanks on the 360 chat. Brian Walsh. Oh, so I'm lost. It says $49.99 to me. And he says $51 total. I don't lose. So I was trying to like have like a leaderboard here who's giving the most for a comment. And Brian Walsh is at $49.99.
Nicely done.
But then I see up here there's a guy at $52.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know if Brian Walsh and this guy are battling out, or he's probably this one here.
Brian's got to step it up by $1, $1.50.
I mean,
think
$53 the head comment tonight. But cheers to you. Jesus Christ.
Don't you have to take a sip?
I do, and I'm about to. But I'm regretting my decision here. Apple juice, like, apple juice, when you drink too much. When you drink
Keep the comments coming, guys. Let's get down to this.
Apple juice ferments.
There's not going to be anything left in this bottle.
Apple juice ferments over time.
Mm-hmm.
And like this is
so
like,
does that.
If this is how I die, so like, I've led a good life. But cheers. Like I'm like the guy, you don't bluff me, like, because I'm there. I'm gonna ride this out to the end. I like it should be a drinking game. I should have other people also join me here, so they're like,
yeah. Can you go live with other people or no?
No, I don't know if I can go live with other people. That's like an Instagram thing. But cheers. But I like a certain temperature of apple juice, and this is warmer than I generally drink. Let me hit it with a little lime. There we go. That lime, I've squeezed the life out of that thing. All right, where do we go here? Nope.
The last one I think was Brian.
Let's see, up to Brian. Brian Walsh. Okay, scroll down. It's not his wife. Susie Rottencrotch is a great. So do you get the reference, Susie Rottencrotch? Full Metal Jacket. Anyway, Susie
you would
Rottencrotch.
Like that.
I
you would like that.
Appreciate that crotch. Let's see, where's the next one? There we go. Brandon Eater.
You lose. Oh,
Brandon Eater, who is a channel sponsor, whatever. Brandon, make sure I have your information because you're like the guy every month, every week. I see him here. Make sure I have your information because I'm sending you if you want it, a signed Gotham Dream Car shirt, not just a Gotham Dream Car shirt. But email me, rob@superspeeders.com. I got your back. Yes. Oh, yes. So we need a bedtime snack. This is where I have Alyssa. She wants a bedtime snack. You want a waffle? Or what?
You just brush
all right, so it's all right. Go in the freezer.
You brush them again? Okay.
Go in the freezer, grab her an Eggo waffle. And they're in the door, maybe?
Yeah.
Yep. Right. She wants. My daughter is, if she doesn't look like me in 40 years, like I've done something wrong. She goes into the toaster oven. She wants it. It gets cooked twice because we have it on super light to not burn. Right here. Toss it in. Push start.
You just have to wait.
Toast.
Nope, just push start. Don't touch any buttons.
But it says off.
Nope, just push. Oh, it's off, huh? Turn it to toast. Yep. There you go. You can do it twice.
Keep it on light.
Leave it on light. And then you're going to toast it twice. She wants powdered sugar, like so it looks like a blizzard.
Any other requests?
And then syrup.
Any requests from you, Rob?
No,
I'll be the.
I'm good unless you have an ice cube. But then if you go in there, she's got the plates with the dividers. Yep, there you go. You fill the heart, the Peppa Pig heart, with syrup.
Okay.
And the powdered sugar all over.
Am I getting a tip for this? Or?
She'll tell you when to stop.
Am I getting a tip? Or
It's like, I don't think you guys know, when you have a daughter, she owns you. It's 9:50 at night on a Friday night. My daughter is up for her midnight snack. Brandon Eater, again, in charge. Cheers to you. I guess we got to do this. Whew. Mika Nelson is here. Cheers to you. Welcome aboard. Zach Zeminski, curious, how much does YouTube take of this money? I think YouTube still takes like 45% of it. But like YouTube is a platform, so that's what's connecting us. So I like, people like to complain about YouTube, and like, I guess it's like, if they're generating the ad sales and putting the ads on the video, I get it. I think that's more tolerable. This is you guys giving me money and then YouTube saying like, I tax that too. That's like federal government tax. Not a big fan of that. But cheers to you. I don't know if it's worth keep going on this. Jesus Christ. Cheers. Oh, I remember this kicks out. So you're gonna, if you want to flip it, you can flip it. It's very hot in there. Be careful, 'cause it's a toaster oven. But hit it one more time. Alyssa is like me as a woman if she made nothing but right decisions in her life. So I've got no problem with her taking care of my daughter right now. Let's see here. And go back. You guys are awesome. We got Brandon Nieder. We got Mika. Pickle Me Timbers. More support, Jacob. Oh, Pickle Me Timbers. Sometimes I love you. Sometimes my third drink, I say, like, my wife is going to stab you in the chest. But not legitimately, because she doesn't know where you live. Although Pickle Me Timbers is probably one of my favorite screen names of anyone that follows me. Brandon Nieder says, I'm already naked at Patrick Hudson. I don't know what context there is there, but you guys should hit like a private chat room, and I think you guys will enjoy your night a little bit better. Gas Tax says, he sends me over $10 and he says, I would donate more, but I got screwed by the white van scam. First person I've heard other than me. Gas Tax, I'm going to try to find your comment. You don't have to give me more money. Hi. What's up? Are you live with me?
Yes.
Yes. What would you like to tell everybody?
I'd like to tell you a story to Cat in the Poop Scott.
What?
Cat in the Poop Scott.
Cat in the Poop Scott?
No, Cat in the Poop Scott.
Poof Start?
No, Poop Scott.
Okay, tell us, please. I don't even have to be here for this.
The cat landed as fast as he turned to be the first at the top of the
Is Mommy sleeping? Mommy must be sleeping.
Mommy's out cold.
She's out cold, right? Just make sure that didn't burn. Is that good?
No, you're good.
Perfect.
You
Lily,
want your midnight snack?
waffle is ready.
Cool.
My wife passed
That's
out.
great. You're done towing.
All right, high five.
I love your new phone.
You love my new phone? Thank you. You enjoy your waffle. Show Alyssa where the powdered sugar is. You find it. You don't have to cut it. Don't cut it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the one. You cut it once is okay.
And then she dips it.
She dips it and she munches it. Lily,
No fork.
you don't like waffles cut?
Well,
How about this? Let Alyssa put extra powdered sugar on it for you. Go show her how much.
Yeah. Look at this, Lily.
Go show her. Go watch.
Come here.
Go see if she did it okay for you. Okay. Because you have two hands. And that's awesome, Gus Tax, that you got hit on the white van speaker scam. Tell me how much you got scammed, and I'm just curious if you did better. I think I'm all right because I paid like actual value for it and a skunk case of beer, which is worth nothing. But let me know.
I can eat it with my hand. Okay. Yeah, I can.
Oh. Tasting more and more like gasoline the further along I go. Guys, I'm going to cut this off eventually because my wife is going to have to bring me to the morgue. All right, we got that. We got Pickle Me Timbers. We got Gus. JB back again. Where are you at, JB? Opinion on B is for Build getting his Eleanor Mustang seized due to trademark infringement. So that's an excellent question. I haven't been following along too much. I saw like I skimmed through a Jalopnik article about it. So B is for Build Chris was taking a newer Mustang and making it look like an Eleanor from Gone in 60 Seconds, right? And somebody owns a trademark for that. So apparently they seized the car. That's fair game because they have a patent trademark that's like America. But they shouldn't be able to keep the car. They should be able to like strip the panels that make it resemble that car and give them the car back. That's my opinion on it. Should he lose the car altogether and they crush it or anything like that? It's his property. They have a right to protect their copyright and their patent, but they don't have a right to keep his asset. Like, just say it's worth 20 grand and the body panels, they can be like, look, this body panel is too similar. We got to take these off, and then they should return his property. That is my opinion on that. Cheers to you, JB. Oh my God. I hope somebody doesn't edit this together. I see this happening. I know. It's like I just see the edit right now of like, this is Rob sober. This is Rob drinking too much fermented apple juice. Whew. Brandon Eater says, Patrick Hudson, I got a motel nearby that rents by the hour.
For you to go to what?
No, I think I got two fans that are doing the dirty.
Oh, they're
that's like
talking to each other.
Yeah, they're talking to each other.
Oh,
That's
nice.
the ad. That's not the right. I vocalized that, but that was for me to read in my head. We got JB. We got Robert.
It looks like they're slowing down at least.
I hope,
because I don't know if you're going to survive if you can.
I've done like maximum 2 hours tonight, and then I feel bad for my wife because I'm going to wake her up. But Robert Carley says, opinion on the 04 Grand Marquis with 68,000 miles for long-term reliable driver. Look, 68,000 miles is not a lot on the Grand Marquis, but like I think a Grand Marquis has a lower like overall lifespan than like a European car. I think like BMW, Mercedes, like especially the cars that like are like German and like German European taxi cabs, those things go to like 500,000 kilometers, like 300, 400,000 miles.
They'll go forever.
It's like the German Crown Vic. The Grand Marquis, I don't see in that same realm. So yes, you can run it for another 60,000 miles, which is like 4 years, 5 years, and I think you'll be all right with it. But you'll start running into problems like
and the maintenance is crazy too.
Yeah, the maintenance isn't crazy, but it's like it gets to the point where you're like, all right, that's $700 to fix, but the car's worth $500, so you total it. So I hope that answers your question. I have one of those cars that like it's totaled if it breaks. And Patrick Hudson said, hell yes, which means he may be glory holing it with Brandon. So that's cheers to you guys. Enjoy your night. Let's see where we're at. Did we get to the bottom? We didn't get to the bottom.
I think you did.
Oh my God, that's the best news ever. Now I can give like a 5-minute warning. All right, we're going to 1 hour 45 tonight, guys. So that's another 6 minutes of you trying to get me to kill myself in grand fashion. But dude, where'd it go? Dude is not Coolio. I like trying to decipher these names gets more and more difficult when the names get longer.
I loved Coolio growing up.
Coolio?
Yeah.
Rolling with the homies, all right? Let's see. So, thoughts on COVID Gumball Coast to Coast Records? Like, look, I think it's all fair. Like for people to be like, well, you did it when like less people were on the road. You're still like there's still cops out there, right? Like and like a cop may not pull people over for doing like 70 anymore because they're like they don't want to deal with it. But you in a $120, they're pulling you over. Like it's just like I like yes, there's less cars on the road, but these gumball guys like do like I'm gonna do Thanksgiving on like when there's like the lowest traffic coefficient anyway. I don't think there's much of a benefit there. So I think all records stand. All's fair. If you want to do it during a pandemic, during a riot, during whatever, there's its own challenges are posted. Because
I mean, like look at New York City. You can't. Everything's closed down. You can't drive and right.
But
I mean,
also, when there's fewer cars on the road, there's also a greater likelihood that you're noticed.
Sure.
So, dude is not Coolio. I feel my daughter is within feet of me. There she is.
How is it? Good.
How was your waffle? Was it good?
Like on my egg.
Are you ready to go to sleep? Thank you for cutting it in pieces. Now we like it in pieces. Women can't live with them, and they can't pee standing up.
Okay. Ready to brush your teeth?
My goodness. All right. I'm drinking more than I should. All right. Hey, Rob. Awesome to see you at the Narrows yesterday. One of my favorite spots for a sub. Yes, it's going to be a good video. I'm excited for that. Cheers to you. Is that my nanny? No, that's like one of my best friends. Who is the lady? Her name is Alyssa. Not my wife, just one of my best friends for many years, decades. Jesus Christ, the world. But guys, I'm gonna wrap this in 4 minutes, so I don't. Yeah, sorry. I'll finish this and call it a day. John Kent, let's speed it up for Rob. You owe me a double. Jesus Christmas. You can't dictate that. I've been drinking for the last 2 hours. Hour and 42 minutes. Let's speed it up for Rob. You owe me a double. I got cheers for the first one. Geez, John Kent, did I miss you? Scrolling. John Kent, you got to give me like 30 seconds to find your stuff. Oh, it only lets me go back so far. John Kent, if I owe you a double, I'm giving you a double, but just know you're probably going to end up making me miss my 7:45 meeting. Cheers to you. My eyes not staying as open as they should. That's one for John Kent. Man, why does apple juice taste so weird after a while? What's your go-to car for a break from it all when you're just tired of business and just want to play? GT3. Like that's hands down. If you want to just like the world is like gone to me. It's a GT3 RS. You just go with the exhaust. It doesn't get any better than that. You drop a couple of gears. You roll through the gears. You're not the fastest car on the road, but you're having a great time. Alyssa's back.
I'm back.
Everybody's quite impressed by you.
Impressed. I'm like
you are the garnish to my plate. You are the whipped cream to my sundae.
I like whipped cream.
So
I like cherries better though, but it's
I'm not like you set that up like me on like a good day would not respond well to that. All right, so let's skip that. John,
are you still getting donations here?
Yeah.
Oh no, this is a mess.
It's a mess. Like if you were drinking, you'd be dead by now. Like this bottle was full, and now it's not, and that's because of you guys. But I owe John one more. Cheers to you. Oh, no. My eyes were much more open at the beginning of this. The Man's Kitchen. And I'm wrapping this in like literally like a minute. The Man's Kitchen says, my wife has an 11 Lincoln MLS. Where'd you go? I have an '09 Dodge Avenger, an '04 RX-8, looking for a mover. This would be under 30 grand Canadian. Any suggestions? Translate 30 grand Canadian for me. I need that right now. Is that like $6, or is that like
so like
35,000?
It's equivalent to like what we're at.
No. Hey Google, what is $30,000 Canadian in USD?
On the website Z.com, they say 30,000 Canadian dollars to USD equals 21,390.
Yeah, it's about the same.
That's 30%. Not even close. So 21 grand. You're looking for an SUV for 21 grand. I mean, I would just go anything like. What is that?
I don't know, like I have the Q5. You could do a Q5.
Or an Acura and MDX or something like that. You probably can't go wrong. A Lexus.
Yeah, used. To get used. Don't get anything new.
That's what he's talking about. Because he's got an 11 MLS and an 04 RX-8. I would go for like an MDX or something like that. A Lexus RX. Probably a pretty solid car. You could probably even score a nice Mercedes for around 21 grand. Like a 2014 Mercedes. That may be your best bet too. Just get something that runs on 87. I don't know what gas prices are in Canada, but 87 octane. Don't get something that runs up premium that you're paying 20 grand for. Let's see. Okay, good.
Yeah, the Hondas are good too.
I've totally caught up to all of your comments, guys.
Nice.
Rob Freddy signing off. I am. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up. Thank you very much. This is not. Everybody keeps like, that's not his wife. That's not his wife.
I'm not Rob's wife.
That's a completely different path in life. Thank you guys for watching. Sign update. The guy says he's gonna fix it. Keeping my Corvette forever. Not my wife. Great friend. Probably
20 years.
One of my besties.
Probably known you for 20 years.
20 years.
Maybe. Now we're dating ourselves.
When she used to look like that, and I used to look like this. We don't age. Legitimately, if I could find a photo of us from 2002, we look very similar. Thank you guys. Alyssa is hot. Not gonna lie.
Oh,
that's
thank you.
You're Alyssa.
Defender 1904. Thank you.
Not Rob's wife, but still lovely.
Oh, thanks, Aaron.
Mistress. Yeah. I get the title without the difference. You're the man, Rob. Mistress, no mistress. You can leave now, Rob. Viewers are going up. Thank you, guys. You can't leave. Viewers are going up. I'm done.
I think you got another one there. It says $52.
No,
Did you address that one? I don't know.
The $52 from a while ago.
Okay.
$52. It's Brandon Eater. He wins the night. Cheers to everybody. Cheers to all of you. I'm gonna sign off in legitimately 10 seconds. $500 take off shirt. You said $500. My shirt's coming off. I think he's talking about your shirt. If you got a bra on, $500. Well, I'll give it to you.
You said YouTube takes 40%. Forget that.
I'll give you the $500.
No way.
So
nice try.
Nah, it's I'm not down for the fans. Look, $500 is a lot. That's like a bathing suit. A bra is a bathing suit. $500. They got me thinking about it. $600 if you take off pants. I'll take.
I think they're really talking about you. These are your fans. It has nothing to do with me.
If you're talking about me, I will not only take off my pants, but I'm probably wearing sponsored underwear right now, so I'll be able to use that in a future ad. But
as long as the powder's there too,
the chassis ass powder that was 2 years ago. But yeah. Cheers to everybody. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a good night. 6:20. I have to shave a head. These guys are really yapping now. But somebody did throw $300, and I gave Jimbo a mohawk. It was a good time. It was my biggest comment ever.
Really? I don't remember.
But then Jimbo's I told Jimbo I'd give him the money, and he made me give him the money less the YouTube take, so it cost me $150 for the idiot to get a shaved head.
Oh.
But all right, gentlemen, lady. I'm saying next to
okay, because it's
one woman out there. Everybody else, cheers to you. Have a good night. Thank you for watching. Thanks for the donations. I hope you guys. Thanks for hanging. And we're out. Ending the stream now. That's almost 2 hours. You guys are awesome. I will see you next Friday, where I will find something else to drink, and I hope you guys join me. Cheers to you.